Is 1923's Spencer Dutton the real grandfather of Yellowstone's John Dutton? Several clues, grievous injuries, and heavy foreshadowing for Spencer Dutton may change everything we assumed about the Dutton family tree. Spoiler warning. Before we dive in, please be wary of spoilers for both 1923 and older seasons of Yellowstone. The intense events of 1923 Season 1, Episodes 3 and 4 may have entirely reworked the Dutton family tree, and Taylor Sheridan may have just thrown us an ingenious curveball for our favorite fictional family. How so? The Dutton dynasty could be switching from the lineage of John Dutton Sr. to his younger brother Spencer as 1923 continues. It boils down to this: will Jack and Elizabeth or Spencer and Alexandra birth the next generation of this family? Or both? We've got some major clues and solid theories as to what may happen, so be sure to stick around for those and let us know in the comments who you think will carry on the Dutton bloodline. So far, it has made the most sense for John Dutton Sr.'s son Jack to continue his father's legacy with Elizabeth Stratford. Their pairing could produce the next Dutton ancestor around 1924, which would line up perfectly with the age of the next John Dutton Sr., the elderly father to Yellowstone's John Dutton, played by Dabney Coleman in the Season 2 flashbacks. Actor Dabney Coleman was born in 1932 and was almost 90 when he filmed those scenes for Yellowstone's flashbacks, which took place about 10 years prior to the show's main timeline. This makes Coleman's John Sr. around 90 in 2010. This would place the birth of his character somewhere in the 1920s, making 1923's Jack and Elizabeth the perfect age and candidates for his parents. Or they were until Elizabeth was shot in the stomach. 1923's John Dutton Sr. meets a tragic end in that hellish Episode 3 ambush, but his lineage is already secure in Jack. What happens next for their branch of the Dutton family tree rests entirely on Elizabeth's recovery or demise. Elizabeth is young, strong, and capable of surviving a gunshot wound to the torso. However, where that bullet hit her in the abdomen will determine whether she can safely become pregnant, carry, and birth a child. She could also die of an infection from her wound, which her fever hints at in Episode 4. The events of 1923 also tell us that Spencer Dutton is to return home from Africa. Not only that, but Spencer and his fiancée Alexandra see the face of their son in each other as they wax poetic in Episode 3. I see our boy in you. It's him in you. If I had some money to burn, I'd say Sheridan is setting us up for a genuine hustle, where Spencer and Alexandra have a child who becomes basic to the Dutton genealogical record. If so, Spencer could name his child John after his late more established sibling. We'd need to modify our whole Dutton genealogy accordingly, yet assuming that is the cost of incredible narrating, I'll take it. There is a great deal of hinting encompassing Spencer. Here are some narrating signs and hidden treats that might lay out him as the way to everything. The mustache. Spencer shakes a brilliant mustache in 1923, very much like the senior John Sr. in Yellowstone. The two manifestations of youthful John Dutton, Josh Lucas and Kevin Costner, likewise sport mustaches in their flashback scenes. Children frequently emulate their progenitors' example, even in beard growth. Elsa Dutton's blade, as pinpointed in our past Hidden Little Treats video. Spencer conveys Elsa Dutton's blade, a gift from her Comanche spouse, Sam, in 1883. This treasure associates Spencer to the family's heritage in a significant manner. Elsa's initial portrayal. Elsa's words from past the grave allude to Spencer's importance. Only one would help the destiny of this family through the downturn and each and every other damnation the 20th century proclaimed them. Past this, the Spencer Dutton that hunky Brandon Sklenar is depicting surely feels undeniably more like the immediate progenitor to Yellowstone's John and Beth than Jack and Elizabeth do. In any case, as Emma and Cara Dutton let us know in 1923, there's a ton of fire in those two too. I was hoping his wife would take some of the fire out of the next generation. It seems your son is marrying gasoline, my dear, and the fire will only get bigger. And daggum if Jack doesn't remind me so much of Case. If Jack and Elizabeth do end up having a child, everything will line up with what Tim McGraw said in the 1883 bonus features, that his James Dutton is the great-great-grandfather of Costner's John Dutton. But if Spencer fathers the next Duttons, that will eliminate a great from that title, making him a direct great-grandfather instead of a great-great-grandfather. This would align with what McGraw originally stated in an interview. There's also another possibility: Spencer and Alexandra might be the ancestors of Jamie Dutton's biological mother. Could Jamie truly be a Dutton by blood courtesy of his mother's lineage and Spencer? Is this why Jamie's biological father, Garrett Randall, kept telling him his right to the family legacy was stolen? I have no agenda but giving you back the family you never had, and a legacy that he robbed from you. Is Spencer the true grandfather to Yellowstone's John Dutton? We'll find out as 1923 continues exclusively on Paramount+. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to Cine Orbit as we continue to bring you all things Yellowstone. See you all soon.